for me, the lowest point probably when I was a child, when I was in third grade, my friend and I were almost kidnapped. I grew up everywhere. I was a military brat. Up until that point, I'd never really experienced anything that was outside of good.
So the cage definitely got rattled. Along the way, Joel gets bumped. You have this confrontation with life like, oh shit, there's some monsters out here.
No, I think that's an accurate assessment. I was in my third year of college. I was in El Paso, Texas, and just things weren't really going as planned, and my grades weren't that great. And kind of my whole life, I'd been interested in film and really moved around a lot, and film was a constant for me. So all the classic films, whether it's westerns or just love stories or war movies, whatever it was, just really loved those. In fifth grade, I shot a short film with a video camera and then took it and premiered it at our school, and all the classes got to watch it. It was supposed to be a war film, and it ended up being basically a comedy, and everybody just was laughing the whole time. And so, but I saw how powerful film could be used as a medium, and so in my mind, I said, okay, as soon as I turn 18, I'm going out to Hollywood, and I'm going to get involved in film. So 18 years old came, 19 came, 20 came, hadn't done it. And then I just, I was around 21, and I just said, you know what, I'm out. I finished that last spring semester, and I just said, I'm going to Hollywood. Trekked up to LA, and everything was working fine. There was a big store called Fred Siegel. I happen to know his daughters. And so one of the daughters said, oh, yeah, we'll get you a job in the store. It's retail. And I was like, great, what's retail? Retail. I had booked MTV music video back when MTV was still big. And
more music.
I had the audition, and I walked in, and they said, okay, well, we just need, you to look crazy. I said, well, that's easy, and snapped a Polaroid. And I shook hands with the director and the producer, and that was it. A couple days later, the agent called, and they just said, hey, you got the part in the music video. And then myself and a co-writer friend of mine, we came up with this great idea for the spec screenplay. It got tossed around, and people had read it, and there was major interest. And all of a sudden, we went from aspiring actors and spec screenwriters working retail to support themselves to pay rent and bills, to now we're having meetings with presidents of companies, and going to the 30-something floor in the Fox building. And so here I was, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. This is all kind of lining up. The pivotal point was we were out shopping the screenplay and all that kind of stuff. And everything changed for me when September 11th happened. I can remember just driving, stuck in LA traffic. I could hear people listening to news in their cars, and I was doing the same thing. And people were just kind of hanging on their steering wheel. So I was like, man. I came from a family of military grandfathers and all that kind of served. And my dad, and so I thought, is this time, and it's totally not what I had planned. Myself and two friends, who was a guy and a girl, were walking in Santa Monica on 3rd Street Promenade. There's a magazine stand, and one of the magazine stands was a Newsweek, and it had a special operations guy, and the title at the time it had across it said spec ops or something like that. And I stopped and I flipped through, and I just said, I'm going to go become a special operations soldier. The girl had said, she goes, do it, Joel. You can do it. You can do it. So there were several weeks where I really, really had thought about this, and I was very careful. I went back to film and I watched 2 movies, Full Metal Jacket, and then I'd watch Born on the 4th of July.
You gotta try and stay alive, okay? You hear me?
I watched both of those, and I kind of just said, okay, if you watch these and you still have a desire at all to enlist after this, then maybe like, yeah, definitely we should change path and then go and do this. So